Wellington was declared a city in 1840 and was chosen to be the capital city of New Zealand in 1865. Wellington is at the southwestern tip of the North Island on Cook Strait, separating the North and South Islands. It is more densely populated than most other cities in New Zealand due to the restricted amount of land that is available between its harbour and the surrounding hills. To the north stretch the golden beaches of the Kapiti coast. On the east, the Rimutaka Range divides Wellington from the broad plains of the Wairarapa. The wider metropolitan area for Wellington encompasses areas administered by 4 local authorities, Wellington City itself, on the peninsula. Between Cook Strait and Wellington Harbour, Porirua City on Porirua Harbour to the north, notable for its large Maori and Pasifika communities. And Lower Hutt City and Upper Hutt City, largely suburban areas to the northeast, together known as the Hutt Valley. Averaging 2,055 hours of sunshine per year, the climate is temperate, generally moderate all year round with warm summers and mild winters, and rarely sees temperatures above 30°C Celsius. Legends recount that J.O.B discovered and explored the region in about the 10th century, before European colonization. The area in which the city of Wellington would eventually be founded was seasonally inhabited by indigenous Maori. The earliest date with hard evidence for human activity in New Zealand is about year 1280. Wellington and its environs have been occupied by various Maori groups from the 12th century, the legendary Polynesian explorer J.O.B. A chief from Hawaii, the homeland of Polynesian explorers, of unconfirmed geographical location, not to be confused with Hawaii, was said to have stayed in the harbor from 925. A later Maori explorer, Watonga, named the harbor Te Wanganui at Tara after his son Tara. Before the 1820s, most of the inhabitants of the Wellington region were Watonga's descendants. The city centers on the lower southern valley of the Hutt River to the northeast of the city of Wellington. Lower Hutt occupies the lower regions of the floodplain of the river, one of the most significant features of the city. The valley widens into a delta as the river nears its mouth, so the central urban area of the city forms a triangle with its longest side along the shoreline. In the upper reaches of the city, the western and eastern Hutt Hills become closer. Culminating in the Tata Gorge at the northern end of Lower Hutt, separating the city from neighboring Upper Hutt. Lower Hutt includes the cluster of small settlements that extend down the eastern coast of Wellington Harbour. These includes the two large townships of Waineomata and Eastbourne. Lower Hutt remains the main location for light industrial activity in the Wellington region.
Auckland is a large metropolitan city in the North Island of New Zealand. Public transport in Auckland, the largest metropolitan area of New Zealand, consists of 3 modes: bus, train and ferry. Services are coordinated by Auckland Transport. Under the T-Metro brand, Waitemata Railway Station is the main transport hub. The most populous urban area in the country, and the 5th largest city in Oceania, Auckland has an urban population of about 1,440,300 on June 2022. The Auckland Isthmus was first settled circa 1350, and was valued for its rich and fertile land. The Maori population in the area is estimated to have peaked at 20,000 before the arrival of Europeans. After a British colony was established in New Zealand in 1840, William Hobson, then Lieutenant Governor of New Zealand, chose Auckland as its new capital. The Sky Tower is a telecommunications and observation tower in Auckland, New Zealand, located at the corner of Victoria and Federal Streets within the city's CBD. It is 328 meters tall, as measured from ground level to the top of the mast, making it the second tallest freestanding structure in the southern hemisphere, surpassed by Autograph Tower in Indonesia, and the 28th tallest tower in the world. The tower also features the sky jump, a 192-meter 630 feet jump from the observation deck, during which a jumper can reach up to 85 kilometers per hour, 53 miles per hour. In 1865, Auckland was replaced by Wellington as the capital, but continued to grow, initially because of its port and the logging and gold mining activities in its hinterland. Historically, Auckland's population has been of majority European origin, though the proportion of those of Asian or other non-European. Has increased in recent decades due to the removal of restrictions directly or indirectly based on race. Positive aspects of Auckland life are its mild climate, plentiful employment and educational opportunities, as well as numerous leisure facilities. Meanwhile, traffic problems, the lack of good public transport, and increasing housing costs have been cited by many Aucklanders as among the strongest negative factors of living there. Auckland Domain is one of the largest parks in the city. It is close to the Auckland CBD and has a good view of the Hauraki Gulf and Rangitoto Island. Spark Arena, previously known as Vector Arena, is an indoor auditorium primarily used for concerts, and is the home of the New Zealand Breakers basketball team. It also hosts international netball. Before the COVID-19 pandemic, Auckland-related tourism boosted the New Zealand economy. Many tourists visiting New Zealand would arrive via Auckland Airport, and cruise ships too.
if life is a ballroom in which we must wait, brother man with his fingers on the ivory gates, where we sing all till dawn of our fears and our fates, and we stack all the dead men in self-addressed crates. In your eyes fade as the singing of a love, but somehow this black night was warm before the spark, warm before the spark, to hold us till the deep would feel to lose its grip, and heaven has its ways, heaven knows no frontiers, and I've seen heaven in your eyes.
Rochester, Louisville, Columbia, Hartford, Milwaukee, and Lewiston, Maine. Where you at? Providence, Nashville, Memphis, Lauderdale, Portland, Orlando, Chicago, and Frisco. I left my heart in Austin with Mary Campbell. Got lost in Boston looking for the Tea Party. My child molested Roaches. Need a Kleenex every time I'm leaving Phoenix. I get silly when I play Billy. Good Biscuit Committee down in Kansas City. Never know what I'm in for when I'm playing fiddle. The whole rock don't stop down in Vegas. Cincinnati, girls call me daddy. Copy leaving next time I'm a Cuban. Found my lucky corn in the morning. It's been on a boat in Trina, Pasadena. We got the swing from the Warrens. Walk right them down and sweet toast. Tipping up the challenge. Closer, St. Louis, Saco, Mesa, Norfolk, Orange, Minneapolis, St. Paul, November, Detroit, Omaha, Auckland, McCoy, I just want somebody, anybody, everybody, together.
Hawke's Bay is a local government region on the east coast of New Zealand's North Island. The region's name derives from Hawke Bay, which was named by Captain James Cook in honour of Admiral Edward Hawke. The region has a hill with the longest place name in New Zealand, and the longest in the world, according to the 2009 Guinness Book of Records. Hawke's Bay Province was founded in 1858 as a province of New Zealand, after being separated from the Wellington province following a meeting in Napier in February 1858. On February 3, 1931, Napier and Hastings were devastated by New Zealand's worst natural disaster, an earthquake measuring 7.9 magnitude, which killed 256 people. On the 13th and the 14th of February 2023, Cyclone Gabrielle caused extensive damage in Hawke's Bay as it passed over the North Island. The region is renowned for its horticulture, with large orchards and vineyards on the plains. In the hilly parts of the region, sheep and cattle farming predominates, with forestry blocks in the roughest areas. The climate is dry and temperate, and the long, hot summers and cool winters offer excellent weather for growing grapes. The wine region is the second largest, after the Marlborough wine region, with 4,681 hectares of vineyards and 91 operating wineries in 2018. Hawke's Bay region covers 14,139.15 square kilometre and had an estimated population of 182,700 as of June 2022, which is 3.6% of New Zealand's population. The region is governed by Hawke's Bay Regional Council, which has its main office and council chamber in Napier. The council consists of 11 elected members and holds elections every 3 years. The region is served by a variety of radio stations, including Radio Kahungunu, the Hits 89.5, More FM, access station Radio Hawke's Bay, formerly Radio Kidnappers, and local station Bay FM.
Whoa.